Now that we have covered algorithms, let's transition to the definition of program. A program is a set of instructions written in programming language that a computer can execute to perform a specific task or solve a problem. Think of programs as a practical implementation of algorithms. They take those abstract concepts we have discussed and transform them into executable code that can interact both with hardware and software systems. Programs can be written in various programming languages, each with its own syntax and use cases. Popular languages include Python, Java, C++, and many others. Each of these languages has its strengths and weaknesses, making them suitable for different types of tasks. For instance, Python is known for its simplicity and readability, while C++ is often used for system-level programming. Let's discuss about how a program implements an algorithm. At its core, an algorithm is a high-level theoretical description of a procedure. It outlines the steps needed to solve a problem without getting into the actual code. A program translates this theoretical description into a specific programming language that the computer can understand and execute. This translation is essential for making mathematical and logical concepts executable. This translation requires a strict adherence to the syntax and semantics of programming language used. Syntax involves the rules and structure that dictates how a code should be written, while semantics focus on the meaning behind those instructions. Programs must follow proper formatting, organization, and data types. If the syntax is incorrect, the program won't run. If semantics are off, the program may not behave as intended. Next, to effectively implement the logic flow of an algorithm, programs rely on control structures such as loops, conditional statements, and functions. These structures dictate how the program executes its operation based on the certain condition. Additionally, programs manage data through variables, data types, and data structures. This allows them to store and manipulate information as specified by the algorithm, ensuring that data is processed correctly through the execution. Let's take a look at a practical example of an algorithm and its corresponding program for finding the maximum of two numbers. Here is an algorithm we will use. First, we start by reading two numbers, x and y. Then we compare them. If x is greater than y, we set max to x. Otherwise, we set the max value to y. Finally, we output the maximum number. Now, let's see how this algorithm translates into a program using Python. We begin by reading the two numbers from the user. Next, we compare two numbers using an if-else statement. Depending on the comparison, we determine which number is greater and assign it to the max variable. And finally, we display the maximum number to the user. This example illustrates how a simple algorithm can be effectively implemented in a programming language. Let me give you an example to clearly illustrate the difference between an algorithm and program. In a construction industry, before we start building, we first create a design or prototype. This blueprint serves as a detailed plan guiding every step of construction process to ensure that the final structure is both functional and safe. Similarly, in software development, before writing code, we begin by drafting an algorithm. This algorithm acts as our blueprint, outlining the logical steps needed to solve a problem or perform a task. Just as a construction blueprint provides a clear framework for builders to follow, an algorithm offers a structured approach for programmers. It ensures that the code we write is organized, efficient, and aligned with our project goals. To conclude, an algorithm serves as a blueprint for problem solving, while a program is a practical application of that blueprint, allowing a computer to carry out the tasks defined by an algorithm. By understanding the importance of algorithms, we can enhance our programming skills, create solutions that are both effective and reliable, Thank you for joining me today.